When you think of France, what comes to mind? Is it the iconic Eiffel Tower piercing the Parisian skyline? Perhaps it's the rolling hills of the countryside, dotted with vineyards and charming villages? Or maybe it's the vibrant energy of a bustling Parisian street, filled with the sounds of laughter and conversation. France evokes a multitude of images and sensations, each contributing to its unique and captivating allure. For me, beyond the landmarks and landscapes, it's the simple, comforting smell of a bakery at dawn. That aroma, a blend of warm yeast, toasted flour, and a hint of sweetness, is quintessentially French. It's a sensory experience that transports me to the heart of French culture, a place where tradition and craftsmanship are deeply valued. At the heart of that experience, permeating every corner of French society, is the baguette, a true icon of French life. More than just a staple food, it's a symbol of national identity, a cultural touchstone that connects generations of French people. Its presence is ubiquitous, from the humblest family table to the most elegant Parisian restaurant. This long, crusty loaf is more than just bread. It's a testament to the art of simple baking, a celebration of quality ingredients and time-honored techniques. It represents a commitment to tradition and a deep appreciation for the pleasures of everyday life. It's a daily ritual, a symbol of culture. The act of purchasing a baguette each day is ingrained in the French way of life. It's a moment of connection with the local community, a chance to exchange greetings with the baker and fellow customers. It's a small but significant act that reinforces a sense of belonging and shared identity. The magic of a baguette is in its contrasts, the interplay of textures and flavors that make each bite a delightful experience. It's a study in simplicity, where the quality of the ingredients and the skill of the baker shine through. A golden, crackling crust, a symphony of textures that yields to the slightest pressure. The crust is the baguette's armor, protecting the tender interior and providing a satisfying crunch with every bite. Its color, a deep golden brown, is a testament to the Maillard reaction, the chemical process that creates the complex flavors and aromas we associate with freshly baked bread, and a soft, airy crumb. The interior of a perfect baguette is a delicate network of air pockets, creating a light and fluffy texture that melts in your mouth. This airy crumb is the result of careful fermentation and precise baking, a testament to the baker's skill and attention to detail. It's meant to be eaten fresh, ideally within hours of coming out of the oven when its flavors and textures are at their peak. The warmth of the bread, the subtle aroma of yeast, and the satisfying crunch of the crust create a sensory experience that is both comforting and invigorating. Perfect for sandwiches, especially the classic jambon beurre, a simple yet satisfying combination of ham and butter. The baguette provides the perfect canvas for this iconic sandwich, its crusty exterior and soft interior complementing the salty ham and creamy butter. Dipping in soup, its porous texture soaking up the rich flavors, or just with butter, allowing the simple goodness of the bread to shine through. A simple slice of baguette with butter is a testament to the quality of the ingredients and the power of simple pleasures. Many think making baguettes is only for professionals, that it requires years of training and specialized equipment. The image of a skilled baker working in a bustling commercial kitchen can be intimidating, but that's not true. While mastering the art of baguette making takes time and dedication, it's a skill that can be learned and enjoyed by anyone, regardless of their experience level. With some practice and the right guidance, a little patience, and a willingness to experiment, you can create delicious, authentic baguettes in your own kitchen. The process is surprisingly simple, requiring only a few basic ingredients and a few essential techniques. Anyone can bring that French bakery magic home, filling their kitchen with the irresistible aroma of freshly baked bread and sharing the joy of homemade baguettes with family and friends. It's a challenge, but a rewarding one. The satisfaction of creating something delicious and beautiful with your own hands is unparalleled. And the look on people's faces when they taste your homemade baguettes will make all the effort worthwhile. In this guide, we'll break down the history, tracing the baguette's origins and evolution through the centuries, exploring its cultural significance and its enduring appeal. Ingredients, demystifying the essential components that go into a perfect baguette, from the type of flour to the quality of the water and the importance of proper salt levels, and every step from mixing to baking, providing clear and concise instructions, along with helpful tips and tricks to guide you through the entire process. I want to demystify the baguette, to break down the seemingly complex process into manageable steps, and to empower you to create authentic, delicious baguettes in your own home, and show you how to create something special with your own hands, something that you can be proud of, something that will bring joy to yourself and others. So, get your apron ready, Dust off your mixing bowls, gather your ingredients, and prepare to embark on a culinary adventure. We're about to explore what makes this simple loaf one of the world's most beloved baked goods, a symbol of French culture and a source of culinary delight for people around the globe. Let's get started. Let's unlock the secrets of the baguette and discover the joy of baking this iconic bread in your own kitchen. The baguette story is intricately woven into the very fabric of French history, a tale of innovation, culture, and culinary evolution. It's a narrative that stretches across centuries, touching upon pivotal moments and reflecting the changing tastes and traditions of a nation. But surprisingly, its origins aren't as ancient or deeply rooted as you might initially think. While bread has been a staple food for millennia, the baguette, in its distinctive form, is a relatively modern creation. While long loaves of bread have certainly existed for centuries, gracing tables and nourishing populations across Europe, the modern baguette, the slender, crusty loaf we know and love today, most likely appeared in the bustling streets of early 20th century Paris. It emerged as a symbol of a changing society. There are romantic stories, like the one that claims Napoleon Bonaparte himself desired a bread that his soldiers could easily carry during their campaigns. But, alas, that particular tale is more legend and folklore than verifiable historical fact. It adds to the baguette's mystique, but the truth is a bit more nuanced. The real technological breakthrough that paved the way for the baguette's signature crust and airy interior was the introduction of steam-injected ovens, a technology that originated in Vienna. These innovative ovens allowed bakers to create loaves with a lighter, more open crumb and a delightfully crispy crust, a defining characteristic of the perfect baguette. Then, in 1920, a new French law was enacted, preventing bakers from beginning their workday before the early hour of 4 a.m., a change that significantly impacted baking practices. This meant bakers needed a type of bread that could be prepared and baked relatively quickly. And that's where the baguette truly found its purpose. Enter the baguette, a bread designed for speed and efficiency. It was a confluence of factors: culinary innovation, the adoption of new baking technology, and the impact of changing labor laws, all of which played a crucial part in the baguette's meteoric rise to becoming a national icon. Soon, the baguette transcended its humble origins and became an integral symbol of Parisian daily life, a ubiquitous sight on the streets and in homes. And, as its popularity spread beyond the capital, it eventually became a cherished symbol of all of France, representing the nation's culinary heritage and cultural identity. In 2022, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, officially recognized the baguette's unique craftsmanship and cultural significance, adding it to its list of intangible cultural heritage. This simple loaf of bread is more than just sustenance. It's a living, breathing piece of history, a testament to French ingenuity and tradition. It's baked fresh every day, enjoyed by millions, and continues to be a source of national pride. The French baguette, a symbol of France itself, is more than just bread. It's a testament to the beauty of simplicity. A true French baguette is all about simplicity. Flour, the foundation of our baguette; water, the lifeblood that brings it all together; salt, the subtle enhancer of flavors; and yeast, the engine that drives the rise. With so few ingredients, quality is everything. Each component plays a crucial role in the final product. For the most authentic flavor, use French type 55 or 65 flour. These flours are milled to a specific ash content, contributing to the baguette's unique taste and texture. If you can't find French flour, a good unbleached all-purpose or bread flour with moderate protein will work well. Look for a protein content around 11 to 12% for optimal results. Water hydrates the flour, allowing the proteins to form gluten, which gives the bread its structure and chew. And its temperature controls fermentation, influencing the speed and flavor development of the dough. Warmer water accelerates fermentation, while cooler water slows it down. Baguettes use high hydration, meaning a higher ratio of water to flour, for that open, airy crumb that's characteristic of a perfect baguette. Salt isn't just for flavor, it's a crucial component in the baking process. It controls yeast activity, preventing it from rising too quickly, and strengthens gluten, improving the dough's elasticity and ability to hold its shape. Use good sea salt, about 2% of the flour weight. The type of salt you use can subtly impact the flavor of your baguette. Yeast makes the bread rise, creating those signature holes or alveoli that are a hallmark of a well-made baguette. You can use fresh, active, dry, or instant yeast depending on your preference and availability. Each type has its own characteristics and requires slightly different handling. Many bakers use a poulish or levain, a technique passed down through generations. A pre-ferment that adds depth and complexity to the flavor profile, resulting in a more nuanced and satisfying baguette. No fats, no sugar, this isn't cake. Just pure, honest ingredients working in harmony. The magic comes from how you treat them, the care and attention you give to each step of the process. Making a baguette starts with gently mixing the 4 ingredients. Begin with an autolyse. Let flour and water rest for 20-30 minutes before adding salt and yeast. This hydrates the flour and starts gluten development. After mixing in salt and yeast, the dough should be just smooth, not overworked. The real magic happens during bulk fermentation. Let the dough rise in a covered container, stretching and folding it every 45 minutes. This gentle technique builds strength and traps gas for an open crumb. Bulk fermentation takes 2-3 hours at room temperature, or overnight in the fridge for more flavor. You'll know it's ready when the dough has doubled and bubbles appear under the surface. Patience here is key. Don't rush this stage. After fermentation, it's time to shape the dough into classic baguettes. Gently turn the dough onto a floured surface, keeping those precious air bubbles intact. Divide into equal pieces, pre-shape into logs, and let them rest. This rest relaxes the gluten, making final shaping easier. Roll each log into a tight cylinder, creating surface tension for a good crust. Lengthen to about 14-16 inches. Place seam side up in a floured cloth or tea towel for the final proof, about 30-45 minutes. The dough should become puffy but not overproofed. Now, set the stage for baking. Preheat your oven to 240 to 250 degrees Celsius, 475 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, with a baking stone or steel inside. Transfer proofed baguettes to a peel, seam side down. Score the tops with a sharp blade. These cuts control how the bread expands. Steam is crucial. Pour hot water into a preheated tray at the bottom of the oven as the loaves go in. Steam keeps the crust soft for maximum oven spring, then dries out for that signature crackle. Bake 20-25 minutes until deep golden and hollow sounding. The aroma is pure bakery bliss. What sets a baguette apart? Its shape, crust, crumb and flavor, all from simple ingredients and careful technique. The long, thin form means more crust in every bite. The crust is thin and shatters thanks to a lean dough, hot stone and steam. Inside, the crumb is creamy, light and full of irregular holes, a result of high hydration and gentle handling. The flavor is subtle, wheaty and complex, coming from fermentation, not added ingredients. If you use a pre-ferment, you'll get a hint of tang. The baguette is a pure expression of wheat, time and craft. That's its soul. Visual, breaking open a baguette, close-up of crumb. We've explored every step of making this legendary loaf, from mixing to that final golden bake. 4 simple ingredients transformed by time and technique become something magical. Your first baguette might not be perfect, but every loaf teaches you something new. Enjoy the process. The feel of the dough, the aroma, the pride of baking from scratch. Baking connects you to tradition and brings a bit of French magic home. Now it's your turn. Get your hands floury and give it a try. Share your results and your joy with others. There's always more to learn and create. Happy baking and see you next time. Visual smiling baker holding a fresh baguette.